So first I was in school, and then the announcement came that I was getting picked up, and then my mom's brother picked us up, and then I went to you, I, and then um, I got told that my dad was in jail.
I was 12 and my mother went away for 5 years.
When I was at school, and when I told my teacher that I missed my daddy, and then I cried until I got in the classroom.
The hardest moments are when somebody asks me something like, oh, if you don't have a phone number, why don't you give me your mother's? And that's when I stop and I look at them and they're like, what's wrong? And I'm like, and I can't speak for a moment. So my mother works a lot.
I mean, it's hard seeing your parent incarcerated because your parent acts happy, but really your parent is hurting because they're away from their kids. It can affect you from the outside because when your parents are gone, you get depressed and you go through a lot of different stages when your parents are gone because you want your parents around and you need your parents.
Kids are really our innocent victims here, and they need somebody to stick up for them and to work with them. And with the enhanced visits, now they can come in, they can visit their parents, they can see law enforcement in a positive light, and it basically helps everybody all the way around.
I've been in corrections for over 26 years, and I've sat a lot of visits. Children do not want to sit for an hour and not do anything other than talk. It's just their attention span is very limited. Working with Greater Hudson, we were able to come up with a policy which we implemented and a procedure to allow the parents to have a visit with their children where there's no restrictions on being able to touch and hug and sit on the lap and interact and play.
She heard about it on the radio on her way to school. So she was very angry when I was incarcerated, wondering why she couldn't see me. But I explained to her, I didn't want to just have a regular visit because they're hard. You can't hug me the whole hour in a regular visit. You kiss me once, you have to sit down, and then you kiss me once goodbye, and that's it. So I didn't want her to have to go through that. So I told her just to, wait. And then when I realized that I wasn't leaving as quick as I thought, and I heard about the program, I'd asked that we were involved in it so I could get my visits with her.
Hurry up! You got to! Wait, why are they?
It support me a lot, and it support them a lot because before you guys start this program, my kids were acting up, knowing that I'm always there for them. That's part of the thing that I think because their mom always call me and be like, can you talk to the kids? They're acting up. But me seeing them now, I'm able to sit and talk to them and relate to them. A lot of parents don't understand. Your kids, even if you're not in their life every day, as long as you're in their life, they look forward to that. They look forward to see their dad or their mom. It's a beauty when they can come there and give you a hug or a kiss and say, Dad, I love you, and you tell them, that mean a lot. I love you mean a lot to the kids.
Let's see.
Just that we get a whole hour together and there's nothing separating us. It's us together and we can talk and laugh, and I feel like I'm not at home, but I feel very homey with her even though we're here. It's nice. It's very comforting.
I think the visits made a lot of the hard stuff easier because honestly, if you didn't have a visit, then you wouldn't be able to let your emotions out to your parents. And honestly, the visits help you by you get to talk to them. And it's like you should be grateful for the hour that you get just to sit on your parents' lap or something and just hold them so tight. And it's just the best feeling in the world.
Sometimes you would have an inmate that wouldn't see their child for many months. They would lie to their child. They went in the Army. They're away on training. They're away at business. And that's not a good thing to have as a relationship between a parent and a child.
I play Connect 4 with them, and Candyland, and Uno, and once I did homework with them, and that's it. And we played this matching game, and I won.
The first visit that we had, myself and Sheriff Bartlett met the children out in the lobby with the representative from the Greater Hudson Promise neighborhood.
The first time I see them when I've been in here so long, it brings tears to my eyes. I was happy and I was sad, and I enjoy just seeing them, holding them, touching them, kissing them, knowing that they feel the same way I do.
It was an emotional thing to know that he hadn't seen his kids in 10 months. Because I don't think you could have given those kids every present that they had asked for on Christmas, and I don't think they would have been as excited as they were to see their father that day. And for him also, I think he continues to this day to thank me every time he sees me for the program. Every time he sees me, he thanks me, and every time he sees his kids, he stops by my office and says thank you. So for me, that was probably one of the best things in the 26 years that I've done as a corrections officer. That's probably one of the most satisfying. This is one of the most satisfying programs that I've participated in, honestly.
I'm very proud of my correctional officers when they sit in the visits, because they actually interact with the kids. And it's good for the kids to be able to see law enforcement in that positive role. And get right down on the floor and play with them and have a good time and make it a positive experience for the kids. And just absolutely spectacular.
No, you can't cheat. Flip it back. Don't cheat.
Believe me, I didn't want my daughter to see me in stripes or, it's very gray in here, and I didn't want my daughter to see that. But not seeing her for a month and a half, it damaged me, so I could only imagine what it does to a child. So I would tell them to definitely enroll in the program, try to get visits, because even if it doesn't feel like it's doing anything for you, it makes a world of a difference to them.
Overall, our enhanced visits is kind of very small. It's just allowing parents to interact with their kids. And it's not a major thing as far as what we need to do. It's something that's very easy that any office, any sheriff's office or correctional facility can do if you have the right people to do it. The rewards, I guess, certainly have outweighed the amount of work and effort that we've put into it, because it's been, I think, for me personally, it's been tremendous.